As I said, I don't like living alone, and I've never lived alone since that. I said, I didn't care who I had to live with, I just want another person there. And she introduced me. There was a young woman that came down from Detroit, because a lot of the men had gone after the World War II, had gone into the cities to get work, and their wives went with them, or their girlfriends, whatever they were. And but they came home to be with their mothers when they had their babies, and to have the midwifery care. And this she was about 17 years old. She came home and was with her mother. And the river was in tide. They called it in tide when it was in flood. And they were on the other side of the river from the center. And her father had gone up the river and got into a flat-bottom boat at a certain point and came over to one of his kinfolk on this side and borrowed a mule, and then came down and got me. And so he had to figure that out, so that when we went back, I went on my horse and he was on the mule to the kinfolk, and we got in the boat and went down this way. He had to come out exactly at their house. And there were trees floating in the river and everything, because it was always a little hazardous to get on the river then. But we got over there fine, and I went in. That was a nice house, warm house, with everybody anticipating the baby. There were her parents and I don't know, a few other people there. And it was my first birth alone out on the district. And of course I was a little tense, to say the least. So I'm sitting there. I had done all the things and gotten ready and everything, and I'm just sitting there sort of like this, and she comes up, the mother, who was walking around and visiting with her family, and they were baking something that smelled so good, and she came up behind me and started rubbing my shoulders, massaging my shoulders, and she said, "Now, Miss Kitty, don't you worry about nothing. Everything's going to be all right." And it was. And when I tell that story to the students, I say, if the mother says everything's all right, everything's all right. When she says it's not, you better listen too, because it's not, even if you don't know what it is.